So what usually happens after a stock IPOs? We all know Spacex just came out, probably the most hyped IPO in history in the stock market. I tested 30 of the biggest IPOs over the past 6 years to see what happens after a hypey tech stock lists on the NASDAQ. And as you might expect, there is a wide variety of what happens next. If you were just to buy blind, you hear a big tech stock is IPOing over the last 6 years and hold it for 180 days, the next 6 months, you'd average a 32% return. Obviously, beating any market return you're going to get over any year. So 6-month return, that's pretty good. However, most of the time it's not going to work in your favor. Actually, you're going to lose 6 out of 10 trades, which isn't great, but I think this explains it best. Your worst return's negative 80%, best return of almost a 10x in 6 months. And this is the average path that you might expect. Definitely something to note. In the first few days following the return, you see kind of a pop, just like we're seeing with SpaceX right now. But then on average, you see a dip down for about the next 2 to 3 weeks. And this usually marks a really good buying opportunity. Again, you'll notice above 10% returns, 10 times out of 30. Below minus 10% returns, 16 out of 30. So more than 50% of the time, you're getting railed over 6 months. But the few that do outperform by a lot and make up for any loss would. Some of the top performers, ASTS, what do you know, a space-related stock? Interesting. Could that mean SpaceX is due for a 1,000% return in 6 months? Well, that would make it a $20 trillion company, so good luck with that. Reddit, Palantir, CoreWeave, Unity, you get it. These are some very big, hypey tech plays. In any case, usually there is a dip following IPO hype. It's pretty systematic. Retail jumps on the hype. People who have held their insider shares since, 2020 on ASTS, for example, are up like 100 to 1,000x on their money. They get out, you see a dip, and if the stock is high quality, you'll see it return to that growth story that you might expect. That's what history tells us, and you should be using the data to guide your decisions too. Check the link in the description. Good luck.